Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about The Killing. And this movie is directed by Stanley Kubrick, and it came out in 1956. And I enjoyed this movie overall. I wouldn't say it's one of Kubrick's best movies, but it's a good, solid movie overall. I liked it more than Killer's Kiss, and you can see where this movie was improved upon from Killer's Kiss, because this movie came out a year after Killer's Kiss. But you can still see where Kubrick was he was trying to do different things, and you can see it start with this movie, because here it's where he's trying to figure out what he really wants to do, and he's still figuring it out. And this was before Paths of Glory, and to me that's where you start to get into his really really movies. And here is where his movies are just good and watchable, and I'll definitely check this movie out again. And I don't know if I'll get more out of it upon multiple watches, but it is definitely a film that I enjoyed watching, and I guess I'll get a little bit into the story. It's kind of a heist film that's just under an hour and a half, and it's nice and short, and it gets right to the point and not a lot of wasted time. And there's also some characters that I did like, and even the characters that don't have a lot of screen time I enjoyed. And there was one point in the movie where I did get a little confused, but it was trying to imply while one thing is happening, it was kind of a flashback in a way. And I would take issue with that a little bit, because I did get a little confused because it wasn't communicated properly to me as to what the film was trying to do. Because honestly, while I was watching the movie, I thought I was repeating a scene or something, but no, that was an intentional choice. And I just felt as though that could have been handled a bit better. And just like Killer's Kiss, I know I keep referencing that movie a lot, but I do think it's a good idea to compare the two, because I do feel as though there are some similarities. And in Killer's Kiss, there was a lot of narration to just fill in the gaps, and in this movie there's also a lot of narration for the same purpose, fill in the gaps and give you more context as to what's going on. But honestly, you didn't really need it. I found it to be mostly unnecessary. And if you cut out the narration, I don't think you would lose much in the film. There was also nothing in this movie that blew me away or showed me something that I've never seen before. It was all just really solid and well executed overall, and there were some moments that definitely are going to stick with me, especially towards the end. And I liked the ending to the film, and even if it is pretty obvious where it's going to go, it gets to the point pretty well. And like I said before, it's not really a film that wastes a lot of time, even though it does take quite a bit of time to get to the actual heist. And it's just going step by step as to what's going on. And you have a whole bunch of characters in this movie, and they're just going step by step, talking to each new character what the plan is going to be. And that I liked. And for some people that might make the film feel a little repetitive, and I understand that, but personally I didn't really mind it. I just wish that I was a bit more attached to the characters and I cared a little bit more. Not to say that I was bored while watching it, I was just wishing that there was something else here for me. And also, I'm not really sure if this is the type of film where if I were to watch it multiple times I would get more out of it, because I enjoyed what was on the surface, but once I start to dig below the surface, I don't know if there's going to be anything for me there, as opposed to a lot of his other movies like Barry Lyndon, 2001: Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, just about any of his other films that came out after this movie. I don't know what I would get out of it if I were to watch it multiple times. I'll still have a good experience, I'd imagine, but I really doubt that it's going to be a film that gets better if you watch it more than once. Not that it's bad thing or that I'm going to take points off of it because of that. It's just something I feel I should mention. And just about any Stanley Kubrick movie, the movie looks nice. Not one of his best well shot films, but that's not to say that it's a poorly shot film. And there are some sequences that definitely stuck with me visually. There's a lot that I did like about the film. It's just not one that I'm like rushing back to, but it's still good by the end of the day. So I would recommend that you check this movie out. It's good. It looks nice. It has a good story, and there are some characters that I really liked, and has a good third act. And when things pay off, it really works, and I enjoyed the performances. And overall, it's a good movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. So definitely check this movie out if you ever get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give The Killing a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of The Killing, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Truman Show. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.